in Coelenterators or the Cnidarians, there are two major forms present. Two major forms are present. The first form is the polyp, and the second form is the medusa. So let us see a picture of polyp and medusa. So here is a picture of polyp and medusa. So this form is a polyp and this form is a medusa. So like this form looks more like a hydra. And this is more like the picture of a jellyfish which you see. So they look up, one is inverted and one is straight. So normally these forms are asexual forms and these are sexual forms. These forms are sessile, that is they are fixed in one person, and these forms are motile, that is they move about. But we see sexual forms also present, for example, and we see the, like in hydra, although it looks like a polyp, they can move about. So this is a polyp and a medusa. This is the basic two forms of a cnidaria. Among these Siphonophores, they show a lot of polymorphic forms. But the two basic forms and variations of all the forms are essentially variations. Just hold on 1 minute, somebody has entered. So the two forms are essentially variations of polyp, and they are essentially variations of polyp and medusa. So let's go to the next board. So let us look at a picture of a Siphonophoran. Let's try to see a picture of a proper Siphonophoran. If you look at this picture, this is a Siphonophora. Its name is Halystemma. Always remember that writing it should not write it like this. It is Halystemma. Stemma. You have to underline it like this. You should not write it like this. So if you look, there are several forms. So the first form, you can see it over here. This number 1, it is the known as the pneumatophore. This is a polymorphic form. Number 2, this stem. You see this stem which you see going around like this. This is known as the Siphonophore or Siphonophore. It is known as the Siphonophore or Siphonophore. Don't worry, those who have joined late, I will send this recording to you people also, so you can watch it also. It's a very easy topic. So the stem basically is known as the Siphonophore. Then it is also so they are writing it as a Siphonophore stalk or stem. Then the number 3, you have these structures here. This structure, they are the swimming bells. They help the organism to move about. The Siphonophore moves around. Number 4, here you have a leaf-like something, a leaf-like structure. This number 4, they are known as bract. Number 5 is a strange structure. It looks like this. Basically, if I draw this structure, they look more like this. They look like this. They are the gonozooids. This is the gonozooid. And you have number 7. Things moving like this. A tentacle-like structure. They are the tentacles. Apart from this, you have structures like this. They are known as batteries, nematocysts, for defense. Number 6. Here, let's erase the thing here. So you have gonozooids present over here as number 6. Little structures, sac-like structures like this. Inside them the gonads are present. They are the gonoids. So basically we had looked at the structure in one siphonophore, different structure, polymorphic. These, all of these are different. Polymorphic forms. So you have we are looking at different structures, different polymorphic forms found on siphonophores. So let us go to the next whiteboard or blackboard, however you say. We will talk about the next. Let's have a look at halistema. It's actually not halistoma, it's like a halistoma, it's a similar organism. In this picture, you can see that these are the swimming bells. Then here you can see the battery of nematocysts, dactylozoids, gonozoids, dactylozoids, gonozoids, nematocysts. All these are present. This yellow structure, this is the cyanosac. Let us look at another one. We are looking at Physalia. This is Physalia. This is also, this organism is known as the Portuguese man of war. As you can see, there is this crest or pneumatophore present over here. Crest present. Then you have the floating pneumatophore present here. You have the gonozoids coming over here. You have the dactylozoids coming, and you have the tentacles coming. So these are the different polymorphic forms which are found in Physalia. Forms. Now let's go to the next picture. Let's see the picture of the Physalia once more. So you can see these structures once more. Number 1, it's the pneumatophore. Number 2, this is the number 2 here. This is the gastrozoid. Number 3 here, basically কলার কাঁদির মতন. You have these gonozoids coming out from here. You have the gonozoids here. Number 4, you see these structures here, defense structures, dactylozoids. Number 5 are the tentacles. You see physalia over here clearly. Let's look at a better picture of a siphonophore. So the swimming bell or nectocallis, a cross section has been taken. You have the gonozoid, this is the phylozoid or the bract. Then you have this is as the dactylozoid. You have the tentacle. You have the gastrozoid and the mouth. Gastrozoid is responsible for feeding. Then you have these structures known as the battery of nematocyst. And the stem or stalk, this is the cyanosac. So these are certain siphonophores. This is a typical general siphonophore. No specific species. So these are the different organs, polymorphic forms which are present on this. Now we will look at what are the different polyforms present, names of different polyforms present. What are the rather you can say they are the, you can write them as modifications of polyp. The first form is the gastrozoid. You had seen the picture of gastrozoid. Then you have the dactylozoids. Then the third major forms are the gonozoids. The fourth polyp form are the gonophores. So all these essentially are the polyp forms. But these forms also have variations. Now we'll talk about, let's take a deeper color. We will talk about modifications of medusa. The first are the swimming bells. Those bell-like structures which you see, they are medusoid. They are motile forms. Swimming bells, they are also known as nectophores. They are also known as nectocalices. The next famous structure is the bracts or hydrophilia, or phyllozooids, which I had spoken sometimes back. Then, most important, the pneumatophore. Or float. The thing which you see on top of Physalia or in Halistema, the one which helps it to float on the top. It helps it to float. If we go to the previous picture, let's go to this one. So you see this structure on the top, it helps it to float, and it is known as pneumatophore or float. And so the next these are another spore sacs. So these are the different modifications of polyp and medusa which we have discussed. Now let us talk about origin of polymorphism. What are the origin of polymorphism? So first one is the polyperson theory. The next theory is the polyorgan theory. So you have a polyperson theory and a polyorgan theory. So the polyperson theory says that all the individual zooids are individuals living in a colony. So the polymorphic form essentially is a society or a colony. And the polyorgan theory says that Each zooid or polymorphic form is basically an organ. For example, gastrozoids are responsible for digestion, dactylozoids for fighting, gonozoids for reproduction, battery of nematocysts for attack. So basically they are different organs present in one individual. So and in the polyperson theory, they are all individuals. They are living together like a society. So the polymorphic form is basically a society which you are seeing, with each individual members having a specific role. Some are responsible for nutrition, some individuals are responsible for fighting. So like this. So both these theories are there. Which is right or which is wrong, nobody knows, but these are the two theories which are prevailing. So this finishes polymorphism in Siphonophora. Now let us go to the next topic. This will be water vascular system in echinodermata. In echinodermata, in starfishes. So we know that they don't have a blood, like you said, seen in the video, they don't have a blood like circulatory system. Instead, they have a system of vascular spaces, through which seawater flows. This is responsible for most of the activities, for nutrition, for respiration, for everything. This is important. It also gives for movement, locomotion. So this water vascular system is most important. So let us have a look at a starfish. So this is a starfish. You can see the starfish with 5 radiating arms. And now in this starfish, we are talking about what's happening inside the 5 arms. We are looking at the water vascular system. This is the water vascular system. So water enters through the structure known as madreporite. It goes through this stone canal. It goes into this ring canal. They have got vesicles known as Polian vesicles. These structures 1, 2, 3. So each of these lead to the ring canal, leads to the radial canal. So essentially you have the madreporite. From madreporite, the stone canal, it leads into a ring canal. The ring canal then leads into the 5 radial canals, 5 arms. And from each of them come out structures, lateral canals. From that structures you have structures known as ampullae coming out. So these structures coming out like tube feet. These are tube feet. You had seen the function of tube feet. They help in the video in locomotion, have movement. So basically this is the water vascular system in echinoderms. So this, I will send these two notes today: polymorphism in Siphonophora and water vascular system in echinoderms today. So this water vascular system not only helps in locomotion, what flows through this is essentially seawater, which flows through this. This is a very important part of the echinoderms. So with this I will stop my class today. I will stop my class today, and do you people have got any questions? কোনো question আছে? Questions?
No, sir.
No questions?
No.
Okay. Nobody has got questions then. Okay, then I will again take the next class in 2-3 days. I will tell you the date. Again in 2-3 days I will take another 2 topics. So today I will end it. I will send this recording. I will upload it to YouTube, and I will send this recording to you, and you people can then take your class, start your preparations. Okay, then bye.
But sir,
হ্যাঁ বলো।
ডকুমেন্ট গুলো কি
ডকুমেন্ট
হার্ড কপি জমা নেবে?
নিয়ে যাও না, ওটা নিয়ে চাপ নিও না, তুমি চাপ নিও না, তোমরা चाप नियो ना।
सर कितने बजे जाना है?
वो पीडी सर लिख दिया वहाँ पे शायद। मैं तो कलकत्ता में हूँ, तुम लोग को जाना पड़ेगा आसनसोल में। पीडी सर जा रहेंगे, शानंदा मैडम रहेंगे, शुभमय सर रहेंगे, और शायद जारका मैडम भी रहेंगे। Bring those documents and those undertaking, but main thing is please go there. After that everything can be, take a document to show, after that everything will be adjusted, but please go. That is very important, physical verification. What PDA sir has told those documents to take it, that's very nice, but just in case if you are missing a document, please go and verify yourselves. PDA sir will say okay, I will give it later, he will write your name, and then you have to sign that undertaking. You have to take 2 prints, that if you do anything nonsense, then you are liable to be rustigated. You cannot take any legal action. This you have to do this undertaking. और तुम लोग झमेला करने जाओगे क्यों? पढ़ने आए हो तो ये अंडरटेकिंग कोई टेंशन का कुछ नहीं है। ये टेंशन उन लोग के लिए है जो बदमाशी करने के लिए आते हैं, उन लोग का तो हालत खराब हो जाएगा। I am very much tense because if the Google search, if they go for IP tracking, then that person will go to prison. Now the rustigation and all is small thing, but if they go to prison, then they will not get admission anywhere, no jobs, nothing. So anyway, bye bye then.
सर
ओके सर।
Okay.
सर आप
हाँ बोलो।
ओके सर।